I don't need... Oh, that smile! That's the smile of a man who owns a very loud shed. As much as I don't like Vlad, he's the biggest boy on our side, and I feel I can change him. I feel like my titties have hypnotic powers if I can just figure out how to make my nipples spin.
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
Here's one of my fingernails. Now leave me alone. It nearly broke me. I need another one. I'll give you all my nails, man. Go build a fucking pillow fort out of them. A very, very sharp pillow. Where'd my coffee go? Why'd it go elsewhere? Why does it lower my hunger? That doesn't make any sense. Fine, bandage up. It didn't even add to the blood pile? That usually gives me a bloody bandage. I guess it knows that I'm not bleeding and haven't been bleeding in a while. It definitely gives you one when you've been stabbed. I didn't know the game was that smart. I'm looting bins that are full to the brim with water. You find food in there. You find like mechanical parts in there. It's gonna be very rusty and very soggy. One or the fucking other. Always the worst one imaginable in that particular situation. Actually, to be fair, rusty food sounds worse than soggy food. I didn't think of it that way. How did that happen? That's just mold. Or you're Bumblebee and you're trying to, He doesn't even have a mouth. He can't eat. His mouth is a fucking tape player. Although, hit rewind on that. That might be the finest, swiftest cunnilingus you'll ever experience. And you'll only get a few friction burns. Although, they'll probably leave at least a few craters. Hopefully I filled that void. Now you're a defective hole. Or an effective hole. Wait, hole as in, hole could still be a void. How come hole without a W means the opposite of hole with a W? How the hell did that happen? That's fucking confusing. I didn't want to figure that out. English is dumb. Can I, like, change ethnicity, please? Can I change nationality right fucking now? Is that allowed yet? I guess through fraud, anything is allowed. Let's go. Hey, uncle. Let's play fire starters. Take a pebble. You're a red one, you're sick. Black and you're a fire starter. Ooh. Ooh, now that's a sentence. We say African Americans now, Swift. You naughty little tyke. What the fuck? And it's arsonist, not fire starter. Gotta get your legalese correct. Use sticks for bottles. Get hit and you're dead. If you're sick and touch a fire starter, they get infected too. Hey, not fair. You only got red pebbles there. Everyone wants to play as a fire starter. It's boring to be sick. Folks say the fire starters are sick too. The plague doesn't kill them. It whispers to them. Tells them to burn folks so they suffer less. The plague doesn't know kindness. Did I agree to this? No, I just spoke to a kid. Okay. Remind me to never do that again. There's some marbles. Get out of my sight. You keep your rotting sixth of an apple. I'm okay. I guess there's a seed in it. I could grow my own if I truly wanted. Why do kids always have the best shit? Where do you find this? Stop looting the bins before I get there. Maybe you saved my lovely morphine from drowning. That's very possible. I asked if I could call you Dad. Dad is very different. That's like a whole syllable less. One syllable is withered away and become useless. I have zero memory of literally anything that I've done that wasn't 3 seconds ago at all times. To be fair, I forget my own name and think that I'm actually called Edge sometimes, which is disgusting. Only the best character in Final Fantasy IV can do that, and that's definitely not me. Hello? Wait, this is the organ shop. Oh, that's a lot of drugs, and I'm rolling in fucking rubles. Yes, please. And I do want your mask, but what can I give you in return? Have a knife. Have some broken glass. It works as good as a knife. Come on, you just have to be a little closer range. You have to insert it directly under the eyelid. I need my revolver ammo. I get the feeling that's not the last time I have to defend stupid fucking Ruben. You can have this watch. I still owe you money? Watch is like the most expensive item in the game that I've ever found. And I find a lot of them, which is very nice. You want a heart? A hot, almost beating heart. Oh, I left all the other organs behind because I got mad at her. I sliced her up for no reason, didn't I? Oop. I'm not sharing my formula. That's what you're after. I don't need... Oh, that smile! Never fucking smile again! That's the smile of a man who owns a very loud shed. Leave that to hang for a while. Think about... Okay, moving on. Thank you very much. Or are you here to put a stop to my little enterprise? Like hell you will. I'm the Canes man. You belong to Ogimski. I'm my own man. The Canes don't need order. They inspire. By their teachings, crossing the great border requires a strange but simple steps. They despise death and refuse to play by its rules. Oh, I see. The loud shed is for embalming fucking corpses. I do that too with Void. It messes me up hearing my own name. Because I genuinely hear Edge more than I hear my own name. There's very few people in the world that will refer to me as my actual name. It's really fucking weird. More people call me by my last name than they do my real name. It sounds like I'm some kind of knight errant wandering the world. I am Strike. No, I hate that. I don't like that. It sounds like sus trike, and I don't want to know. I think that's a thing on Always Sunny, isn't it? Just inspires you to pedal faster. Don't you dare sit back down on that saddle. Don't you do it. You'll get prodded 3 times, apparently. But simple step. They despise death and refuse to play by its rules. Who knows? That's preserving the bodies of the dead is the first step toward victory over death. Victor would approve of my work. Well, Victor doesn't actually know about this, does he? Victor Kane is shouldering the burden of fighting the epidemic. I'm sure he's well aware of what I'm doing here. Canes ain't stopped me. Meaning they approve. This is the Kane way. To cattle, the greatest achievements seem like transgressions. I guess you've traded in cattle for being a little cutie tinfoil sheep man, haven't you? And I am the shepherd of little shame blobs like yourself. Everyone I see in this game does look like it's like a face-apt blobfish. Like, you're doing better, you're still just a vajazzled fish mouth at the end of the day, my friend. We'll see about that, Kane servant. Now let me into your back room. You really don't even try to stop me, do you? I actually have an organ this time. How the fuck, how much do you pay? Getting the taste of it, huh, Ripper? What did you call me? What would you have me call you? Respects. You brought me more human organs, didn't you? Or did you just drop by for a chat? Actually, I know a brilliant joke about it. Dentist, surgeon, veterinarian, all walk into a dissecting room. Stale. Alright, how about a newer one? There's this chemist who embalms the dead. He's just helping people. Like me. It's called compassion. As for his methods, they're none of my business. I stay out of his, he stays out of mine. It's how we stay good neighbours. Suggest you do the same. One day they'll bust you both. Mind your own safety. If I'm busted, I know whom to thank of it. You are one of my people, which is very weird to me. I want to sell this. I don't know what I can do with it. I can make painkillers with healthy organs, but nothing else. And painkillers fucking suck. Completely immune to pickup lines that involve the word sexy. Does any pickup line actually involve the word sexy? I feel like I would be immune to that too. Is that word just, it doesn't have the same effect, really, anymore, right? No one, I heard someone say it like truly. Me and Horcrux, we watched The Orphan. No, that's wrong. The Omen the other day. One's like 50 years after the, I think that means it hasn't even been made yet, but it's coming. Insider knowledge. No, yeah, we watched The Omen the other day, and I realized Gregory Peck is the sexiest man to ever fucking exist, and he's the only man in the world to get away with saying the word sexy and actually sounding cool. He said something like, "Oh, you're far too sexy for the White House." That's exactly what he sounds like, and I'm sure you all agree that's the finest sound in the world. That's just a liquid sex poured right into your fucking ear canal. And I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen a man of his caliber in like 70 years. And I'm in my 20s. I have ancestral memories that don't even remember a man of that quality. Sure, sexy is just like saying you're slightly above average. Words mean nothing to me anymore. Mostly just blank checks. That's my kind of pickup line. Thank you. I'm very uplifted with those. I don't know what this is. I think this is me reporting the chemist, isn't it? He's embalming bodies. The chemist interpreted the Kane's ideas strangely. He wants to help people understand death, but instead he simply spreads infection. I'll be educational and let Victor know how common people interpret their philosophies. Yes! And we stop him interfering with Vlad. And as much as I don't like Vlad, he's the biggest boy on our side, and I feel I can change him. I feel like my titties have hypnotic powers if I can just figure out how to make my nipples spin. Like those things that you throw coconuts at or whatever at the circus to dunk that motherfucker. Carnival, that's the word I'm looking for. Very, very different. Significantly less animal abuse at a carnival, much more human abuse. Is it urgent? That's not... Is it urgent? That's the same. I feel like I'm in a fucking detergent commercial right now. Try our new baby bio liquid pods. Is that a thing? I don't fucking know. Just go back to chugging Tide Pods so I can hide in my fucking attic and cry, please. What do you Canes want? Same as everyone. To curb the outbreak and get on with our lives. Turn this town into the best place on Earth. Anything else I can help you with? And why does your chemist help spread the disease? My chemist? We don't have a chemist. He embalms dead bodies, turns houses into tombs. Says you endorse his actions. Living people are sharing their homes with the dead now. Are you happy? If I'd learned of this earlier, I would have torn his head off already. Now give me 35 seconds of silence, please. Isn't that Jared Leto's band? I mean, I don't have it on CD, but I can try and rip it from LimeWire. Just don't click the exe files. Thank the gods. I almost believed it. The cemetery is overcrowded. I see. Caretaker girl forbids mass graves, stirs unrest. I've received these reports. People hide their dead to avoid having them burned. Corpses multiply in living rooms. Does the infection linger in dead bodies? Now, most likely, surely, right? Send them to me! I'll happily dig a mass grave right outside my house. I can make lovely little juices of them. This activity needs to be immediately curtailed. Do you know which house they were planning to visit? What do you mean? Lots of them. My informant told me that this has been going on for a whole day, maybe longer. I have a favor to ask of you, Obama. Find at least one house where the living harbor the dead. Find it and mark the door with, say, a white cross, as they did with the plague in the old days. Will become my proof, and I'll leverage to deal with this matter. Alright, we'll send Jesus to come and pull the plastic right out of him. Leverage? You really need it? No one would question a Kane's actions. Exactly. We're the Canes. People only let us break the laws of nature because we obey the laws of justice. You understand? I do. How will you go about the search? You can tell a house where dead bodies are hidden by the sound. How? A hammer, maybe? I bet someone must be taking care of them, boarding the tomb off. Each house has a sound of its own. One that has dead people inside can't make sound like a normal one. Don't mind that. I'll find the place, mark it. Hammer maybe. Whatever, we'll go with that. Chalk! That's why chalk is necessary? I got rid of all my chalk. I give it to kids so they can play fucking hopscotch. Now I find out I need to do it to prevent the uprising of every single monster in every single Scooby-Doo straight to VHS movie? What's the really bad one? What's like Zap Johnny? The dude who's like made out of gamer energy. The dude who is like raw Mountain Dew that's curdled. Is it like the Cyber Chase? Curse of the... I loved that movie. It was absolutely awful, I'm sure. But man, Scooby-Doo was absolute king in my household. Nothing beats him. Everyone wanted to be Shaggy when they grew up. I think I was literally just enamored because his name is Shaggy, and that means fucking. His name is Shaggy Rogers, both of which mean fucking. His name is Sexy Sexer, and I know I've said it before on the channel, but I will never get over the fact that one of our childhood eating competition, obesity epidemic role models, the dude who ushered it in, is named Sexy Sexer. And if this man who eats fucking sandwiches taller than the Empire State Building can be a Sexy Sexer, you can too, you rolling meatball monster. I'd love to start, like, graffitiing all over your lovely people's houses, but I don't think it's gonna be your lovely fucking people's houses. I think it's gonna be this dude who you've confined to the greenhouse. He needs to get that extra sun so he can grow up and produce a bountiful harvest of armpit mushroom. What the hell can grow on there? I don't fucking know.
A life led with purpose never ends in death. Death only comes to those who live pointlessly.
Like all old people in the world? Is that what you're fucking saying? You realize you're like 80 years old. It's on the way, my friend, and no amount of drugs I give you will get there faster. I can give you a much better time with these drugs. Everyone loves getting high on penicillin, I'm sure. Can't wait. Can't wait to eat away at the grassier contents of my veins. So, you've come. Father and Simon, what did they have in common? What is a town? Oh, he's getting older and older by the fucking minute. Brain cells are pouring out of both fucking ears, and they've even started trying to breach the gates of the nostrils. He's thoroughly dementia. He's thoroughly dementia. He is dementia fucking personified. It walks through the hallways of his empty, stupid fucking fish tank of a brain. I want to know more about Father, Judge. About his friendship. What is a town? An organism. A town is a process. It's movement. More often than not, it is slow and aimless, creeping across the land like an oil stain. We wanted to make a town that would grow upwards, quickly, purposeful. And that's why you quite literally just summoned a demon to punch a hallway into the sky and it never left with your tower? I guess that wasn't really you. That was some dudes you hired just off the fucking street, these random drug addicts, and you're like, build me an entire world, please, and they came out with that. If Pink Floyd could do it with music, I don't understand why these people can't do it with bricks. Nothing more artful than a brick, after all. God, how do they do it? How do they keep their bricks in tune? My house had perfect pitch. Now it's all grown, all twisted. It's a little sharp. The walls, they cut me and make my ears cringe and fold in on themselves. And what would be its purpose? No, you refer to your family, but you're not this town's only builders. No, but we are its planners, designers. We shape it. The merits of the three families are in our... We live in harmony, even as we pull in different directions. Sometimes, commoners mistake that for adversity. Each family does its job. Each is irreplaceable. The other two at least make this town habitable. In this town, people can make the impossible. If they're capable, of course. If they're capybaras. Otherwise, stupid little humans such as yourself. This is what happens when a capybara reaches 80. Get up on their hind legs, grow a beard I could only fucking dream of. I'd have to break into a Woolworths and steal all their Woolly Willy board games to look anywhere close to this. I'd have to get those pens that everybody had in primary school and take out the weird, foamy, inky caterpillar blobs that they had inside and glue them to my face and deal with the poisoning later. For it is a machine. A border-breaking machine. Here come the Mecha Mexicans! Run! Keep your delicious food and rampant drug economy out of here! But we welcome you because you're really pretty. But not the mecha ones. They can go home. They don't know how to wield spoons. A little too big. Their body is made of mostly spoons. Are people machines to you too? Machines that produce ideas? No. People are mere infants, yet to even climb from their crypts. Larvae on the verge of transformation. A town is a process. A human is a process, pointed up and forward, unlike what some would have you think. I myself happen to be an Intel i9-10800KK. I nearly put another K there and then remembered what that means. You are a mere Pentium laptop from 2003. Nerd. Past a certain age, suddenly, our mind begins to degrade. Why is that? Such is our nature. See the polyhedron? The tower on the other side of the river? No, my friend, that's the issue. It's not yet on the other side. And is quite symbolic. Is it moving? This fucking thing got tiny little baby insect legs? Like a square millipede, a conga of millipedes, all with right angles that definitely shouldn't be anatomically possible. If humans can do it, why can't the millipedes? Well, we don't discriminate here. Give everybody equal opportunities, even if they've got 200 legs. What do you mean? Just like a person, a town is a process. A grew from ancient times imprinted upon the Neolithic abattoir and the ancient steppe upwards towards the Gorkhon. Now it finds itself pressed against the river, a border. The town has faced its limit, unable to move forward unless we do the impossible. Russians just don't understand. Their boring, stupid, salty palates don't understand the glory of the Gorkhon. Everyone, when we go to the McDonald's drive-thru, ravages their Happy Meal and places it all in a pile, thousands of them. And I don't even order a burger. I order a chicken selects. How can I possibly eat all these Gorkhons with only chicken selects? You see my struggle. You see the struggle of my kind. That meat clown Ronald himself brings so much suffering upon the caves and children everywhere. I'm trying to work it around to where the polyhedron itself is built out of all vinegary preserved cumbers, but no, we're moving on. Or maybe we're as fine as we are now. The time has come for us to cross to the other side. We're going to Wendy's. We're sacrificing all we know. Half of us split off. They've had to go to Burger King. Burger King? My very own son, swallowing Angus Whopper after Angus Whopper. I don't know who we are anymore. My blood, my hydrochloric acid runs in his stomach and is sullied by their under-toasted buns and discolored greenish fries. I don't know who he is anymore. Do you know what's that like, Obama? Does Obama have kids? I think Obama. Wasn't Obama's daughter dating a 50-year-old rapper or something? Am I making that up? I regularly confuse Obama and someone else, and I can't think who it is. I regularly confuse him and Will Smith. For some reason, I end up thinking that they've had the same achievement, or like they cross over for some reason. Moving on. No, Void, you're not a murderer. Maybe a mangler, maybe a mauler, maybe you'd leave him in a similar state like a rabid panther would. But, you know, you wouldn't go for the kill. You like to play with your food, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's not an Angus Whopper. I actually really like Burger King. I don't know why the trifecta of daddy issues rapturing this town has now just become nothing but this. Who's the meat clown? Because obviously Fat Vlad is Papa John. He's called Fat Vlad. He's XXL. He's stuffed crust. He's that weird-ass cheeseburger pizza that keeps going around. I think Papa John doesn't even work there anymore, right? That's why the day of reckoning is coming. Did it ever come? Is he okay now? Wasn't he trying to clear his name? I need to just binge, like, all the YouTube documentaries about Papa John. I was really invested in that, and then I forgot he exists. It is a bridge. We've raised our foot over the abyss, but have yet to step forward. Frozen in the middle. We are. Still. This is a lot. Why are you doing all this? The tower proves that any limit can be challenged. We currently believe death is inevitable, just as we once believed human flight to be impossible. Now we dress anyone over 6 foot in this entire town in a weird, shadowy magpie cosplay made on a budget of $3 and perhaps a sad, unenthusiastic handjob to the cashier at Hot Topic to make some moves for us behind the scenes. But people achieved it and crossed unimaginable distances. My local Hot Topic is 6 miles away, and my car was in for MOT that day. Let's trot our triumphs over the law of Earth. People don't fly on their own. We use machines. Now, this is what Father and Simon used to talk about. They used to discuss the town, its change, its direction. They argued. I don't know what your father believed in. Simon won't tell us anything. Not anymore. But I've explained his ideas to you. If they couldn't change the direction, he built an erection in the direction of up and it's somehow not collapsing. It's not even just over 4 hours. Like, they should have called a doctor or an architect or someone who deals with dry mold a long time ago. That's not structurally sound anymore. I question the structural integrity of your penis. Old man. To be fair, if it was going to be anyone that I question, it would be the only dude who survived to the age of 80. I got a lot of pills, my friend. None of them deal with that. I wouldn't even know what layer to deal with there. Is that the nerves layer? Is that the blood layer? Is that the bone layer? A lot of all of that in one location? Especially if it's lasted longer than like 8 days. I imagine it's just a big bruise at the moment. Right the way back to pickles again. There you go. Thank you, Judge. I didn't even say the thing that was bringing it back to pickles. I almost came full circle, but forgot to become full circle. I didn't bring my protractor. It's 11:52. Fund as a reward. Is there really nothing else going on in town right now? Someone's not even gonna come and kidnap me. It might be because I did so unbelievably well last time. I did go to the clock tower, didn't I? Is that the... Yeah, that is the cathedral. You know, there are multiple floors there, Dankovsky. You're very wrong. They're thin, but I can walk on them. People can die on them. You don't need a lot of room to die, right? In fact, you'll be taking up a hell of a lot less space in this entire plane of existence, and we'll thank you for it. You were very large.